4 players up. Neilscope could possibly make a shot. Does he? Oh, he does. Look at that. Gets it underneath. Even though he's got interference coming through from Pashy, Excel will score first.
Simple as that. You see all 4 players going up. Nobody else to contest. Freaky's got to try to make a save from behind.
He felt like there's no way Pashy has another performance like he did in the last week. But here we go. Pashy right off the bat, tying up the games, and the birthday party happens.
Yeah, just really simple pass play coming out. You see 2 committed again in the corner for Excel. Just the patience from Freaky in that back. Plays it up top to Pashy, who's waiting patiently.
This will give Maka time to move up here. Freaky onto the backboard. Nobody in a good position. Pashy should be able to finish this one off, and it does go in. 2-1 now for Maka.
Fantastic placement from Pashy as well. Just one touch after another from his team consecutive, drawing another 2 defenders out. And then it's just unfortunate. Nielscook up on that back wall. Nothing he can do about it, but even still.
Freaky moving up. He'll send it onto the backboard. Pondex misses, and this will give some space for Fairy Peak, who bumps Zenzis. He does not make the shot. Pashy out to Freaky, shot towards net, and that'll go in. 2-goal lead now for Maka.
Just confused in net on this back when you see Pondex trying to go and make a contest here and gets beat out by it. Gets the boost instead, but then Nielscook is just kind of flop around.
That should have been able to go in there from Excel. One will finally go in here on the buzzer beater, but it's not enough to change it as the clock has expired. You can see the full zeros there. There'll be no kickoff after this, and it will be Maka taking game number 1.
No, you're exactly correct, Wave. It's just that ability to finish. It felt rushed towards the end there. Move back into position as Pashy's going to put a shot on net.
What a play. Look at him go back and forth around the ball here, faking out the defenders. They don't know whether he's going to pass or whether he's going to shoot. Goes to one side and then comes right back in.
Power slide, my goodness.
Absolutely beautiful play from Pashy to give Maka the lead. Very peak now to Freaky. The team passes in the air. The defender will miss and Pashy will finish it off. Sends it back in. 2-0 Maka.
Exactly like you stated, Wave. Just that defender missing on the back end. Freaky has a good touch off that wall, driving Zenzis up. But then Pondex flips out of the way. It looks like he was trying to go for a double aerial to get up and make a save. But
these cars flipping are always so acrobatic.
Supersonic acrobatic, possibly.
Yep. Oh, whoa, Nielscope with the dunk underneath. Here's another defensive miss that forced a player to try, Fairy Peak, I believe, to try and make a last stop here, and Excel gets on the board.
Yeah, Zentz is actually just getting in the way there. He plays it down, and then that miss he's talked about initially.
Nielscope takes a shot, and blocked by Pashy, but Pondex could possibly get a tight angle to drop it back in. Pashy misses, and Nielscope will put it through. Actually, this one is getting credited to Pondex here. How did this go in?
A beautiful pass over to the side from Pondex. Ends up being a shot simply because Freaky at the, or not Freaky,
it was Freaky came in across there.
Trying to get underneath to make a save. But Zenzis with a shot over the top. He's going to end it quick.
They've been both using the cheat up kickoff, and it's been mostly going in Excel's favor, and here it gets them a win. Zenzis with the cheat, and then 2 quick touches over the top of Freaky. That's Excel tying up the series.
Speaking of wraparound, that boy's just running hot laps right now.
Ooh, look at the shot from Pashy. His first shot of the game goes straight in there, and Maka's got the lead.
I legitimately wish we could see a heat map of Pashy because he went from corner to corner, side to side like 4 times, just constantly staying in motion till an opportunity presented itself.
Again, the cheat up kickoffs, both teams go for it. Excel wins out, and now Nielscope with an opportunity to score. He'll put it through. They got it past. The last defender kind of moved out very early and missed contact. You'll see him fly past the ball there on the touch from Nielscope. That is Zenzis and company here. Excel tying it up.
They got the victory simply by limiting the amount of shots and opportunities that Pashy had as Fairy Peak with a double touch and in.
Look at this touch over the last defender and then finishing it off himself. He started in his own box, gets 1 touch, 2 touches, and then 3 to give Maka back the lead. Fairy Peak and Pashy falling down. Nielscope trying to do his best, but Fairy Peak will connect with Pashy. They'll put it through, making a 2-goal lead.
Really good unselfish play coming out here from Fairy and Pashy. Just waits for that opportunity from Niels. Niels is in a tough position. He's got to play that outside, but Fairy Peak reads it perfectly.
See all 3 Maka players deep in enemy territory, and this could open up the net. Zenzis takes the shot and does put it in. They had really committed hard on that drive and hadn't gotten anything for it. The breakaway goes in Excel's favor.
That's the danger of applying that kind of pressure. As you mentioned, they commit 3, and all it takes is a quick counterattack, just immediately downfield and a touch on net.
Freaky over towards Fairy Peak. Shot towards the net, beautiful placement, connecting on the pass. It looked like there'd be enough defense to be able to get in the way, but no, they're gonna tie up the game.
Just a quick 1-2 yet again. 2 players out in that corner, and he plays it right towards them. And not the best ceiling shot from Pashy, but a pass and a bounce off. Oh my goodness, what?
goes in here. Fairy Peak finally to finish it off after 3 minutes and 36 seconds of overtime.
I mean, that's a really cool pass playing. What are you doing?
I don't know. Just this game. Here comes Pondex. He'll put that one through. Pondex switching back to the Batmobile. See if it'll make a difference here for him. Excel scores first.
I mean, that was just ugly Rocket League. Everybody jumping, nobody really knowing what's going on. Pondex just like, all right, well, I guess I'll do it.
Big one, and here's just a free goal from Maka. We talked about it. It's been a story. Once one team scores, the follow-up tying goal is always just moments behind between these two teams.
Yeah, it just happens to be a double commit coming out from this Excel team. Two going out for the same aerial.
Kneels on the ground, the loft from Pashy. Fairy Peak to follow it and get the read. Puts it through. Maka's got the lead back.
What a dunk coming out from Fairy Peak on this one. Niels Cook just plays that perfectly into the middle, ready for Maka. Just makes an easy tap inside, and then
It has just been a Maka ball game so far. 120 left on the clock, and Fairy Peak puts another in.
another wide open net in favor of Maka. Just you see even two players going up, no one there to punish it. They're just trying to create something. This Excel team is spreading the field very well.
The first opportunity at offense. A miss off the boost, though, will leave Mystic in a bad position. Still Cooks here, levers the shot at net, and Flipside Tactics making a statement to start off.
Quick decision-making from Cooks here to take this shot. Turbo thinking he may have had a touch on that, but just underneath. Violent Panda and K-Dop and net left trying to play a reactive touch there. They need to make sure not to rely too much on individual skill and work as a team, just because when you...
Well, you did speak about individual skill, but there is a man that has got almost more of it than anybody else in the world. Cooks at 97, picking up the brace just over a minute into the game.
I mean, it's a team play to himself. I'll count that, right? Violent Panda unable to get behind that ball, following just a bit too close on that shadow play.
And I don't know if it was a placebo, as we can see another shot. Here's Mystic picking up his first goal of the series. It is just these almost long, not even necessarily long shots, but they're getting space for these shots and they are making it work.
And they're not letting them kill it in the corner and by expecting a sleepy Flipside, which you tend to see in the first game of most of their series. Cooks here seem to have mastered that pinch and marking due to just barely stealing that, but also misdirecting it, letting the defender know that he's still a threat, could be there.
The direction of this at all. There is like nothing on that.
Just barely. I'm with you, though. It feels like Gale-Force is really relying on the corner plays, which generally is just...
Oh, you talk about corner plays. K-Dop will find the upper corner with that shot, opening goal to Gale-Force.
They go off the backboard. Mystic unable to get a hard clear, and Cooks here following underneath him.
Marky Dudar looking to try and get Cooks here, who has got off the backboard. There will be no follow-up, however. Mystic is not anywhere near back. Then K-Dop with an absolutely lethal shot.
If I go to Mystic's perspective, I want to know, he saw K-Dop there, but I don't think he was expecting anything. He only had 28 boost, so him getting there for the bounce was possible. I mean, Flipside has only taken a single shot on net.
Oh, K-Dop will be credited with that one after the shot straight into the body from Violent Panda, and Gale-Force go from comfortable to just absolutely relaxed.
I mean, that will be their 7th shot. Mystic only having 9 boosts by the time that goal went in.
The pass back to Cooks there, who just couldn't land in time. That will go the entire lane from Turbo Pulsar. Steals a goal, bit of stat padding from him, but either way, Gale-Force thoroughly in control.
Yeah, the pass and the attempt there from Flipside was actually really cool, really smart, and I'm glad that their brains are in the mindset and perspective to start making those plays.
Likes communication, likes to talk to each other, or to be a team that is a little bit less quiet, as there's going to be a shot from Turbo Pulsar. He has not been quiet at all this series, taking the opening goal.
In the first 4 seconds, Marky Duda thinking he had control of that, but K-Dop just relentlessly putting pressure on that, getting an amazing contest.
An opening goal very quickly coming out from Gale-Force. Flipside Tactics need to avoid what seems to be a trend in this series. Violent Panda will continue to add on to that trend, as Gale-Force looking confident yet again, same as game 2.
Yeah, marking Cooks here and there, an uncharacteristic miss from Cooks here. I hope he hasn't already lost that confidence he had.
The Flipside will try and see a way to that. Mystic with the shot. It wasn't great, but it will be enough. Flipside Tactics, it was crucial they got this quick, and they did.
Yeah, that was actually really fast. Mystic turning around, Cooks here immediately following suit on that contest at the 50-50.
A little bit too hard, too early. Mystic was back, but Mystic also didn't make great contact. And Turbo Pulsar can come in with the rebound.
I need to watch if Marky was getting bumped over. He was trying to retreat. Mystic going for that corner touch. No, Marky was kind of contested by K-Dop, but in reality, K-Dop just had him beat to the ball.
He's really had the best series for himself so far. Needs to start getting himself a little bit louder as Cooks here with a roar and brings Flipside back into the match.
Flipside's starting to learn that just enough pressure will eventually cause Gale-Force to make some kind of mistake. K-Dop trying to chase that out.
Mystic with the ball on his hood. Got Cookser in the middle, gonna look for him. Both players up, it could roll all the way in.
Oh!
And Cooks here is gonna turn it into the net. 1 second remaining, but overtime is almost assured.
Always able to pull it off last second. Cooks here somehow making contact on that. Turbo falling just short on that save.
Cooks over to Maki. Maki ends up whiffing. There is nobody in net, and after all the work to come back, Turbo Pulsar, no better man to get a hold of the goal, will secure game number 3 for Gale-Force eSports.
They had 2 in net, but Cooksier and Marky both going up, and then Cooksier got bumped by K-Dop on the way out as well.
After an incredibly tight game, we're going to head into this match with the lead in both the series and in this matchup. Early goal from Turbo Pulsar.
This is the second time they've scored within the first 10 seconds of a match, or I guess 20. I'll go with 20 seconds. Try and starve them as much boost as possible. Only one of them has enough boost to make a lot of saves, and K-Dop will eventually get the final punish into net.
Maki Dudar knows for a fact that he is just way too close to this ball when it comes in. At the front post, needs to be at the back to run on. Flipside needs to find a way because Gale-Force are starting to settle down now. Turbo Pulsar gonna give us a good example of that, picking up his second goal of the game, and even gonna give us a little bit of a wiggle on the wall.
You know, usually it was Flipside that has a great job of dealing with kickoff tactics and strategies. One of the first teams, actually I think the first team to break out the fake kickoff strategy.
Gale-Force eSports, who just look in so much control in this game in comparison to the last one. There is going to be the 4th goal. Turbo Pulsar picking up his hat trick.
I mean, at this point, there's not much to say. Flipside really can't plan much more than one thought ahead. Cooks here needing to get a little bit of a hard hit there to get control with the pace of his car.
Whenever you spend a long period of time, it's going to see the ball go all the way in for yet another goal. There is goal number 5. Turbo Pulsar with his 4th.
Probably a Marky Poo goal, a patented Poo goal.
Yeah, but from across the field. So, oh, actually, nah, you know what? That's a Poo goal.
Yeah.
That's definitely a Poo goal. I was looking at Violent Panda's touch. Both of them are going to get challenged. There's Violent Panda going to pick himself up a goal. A 6-goal rout of Flipside tactics. Gale-Force. Last one wasn't convincing. This one certainly was.
Yeah, Mystic approaching that ball. At this point, they know it's a lost cause.
Leave the ball up. Maki Dudar. Not the best save ever, and Cooksier will have to come and bait him out, but he doesn't get contact in K-Dop. 1 goal, 1 step, and it's going to be 1 game needed.
From a bad save to a worse save, Flipside tactics not off to a great start when they need it now.
Every time you go for a pass, we are going to be in position to take it over. Magnus going to take the shot. Everyone involved from Method. Game 1 will head over to them.
Matt's going for the goalie, the pass from the side a lot. Look at the way he positioned himself, knowing he was putting that out to Magnus. Confident he had a play there, and Pashy getting cleared. No one from Maka does any boost. That was it. Very Peak using the last of what they've gotten. A lot will punish. And there it is, relentless pressure. You saw every single corner boost. That right there, Magnus stealing all of their boost and then getting a pass beautifully to the center. It was just a matter of time with the pressure they put up.
The crossbar, the follow-up shot, and Magnus just about gets there in time. And now another follow-up shot. Mock it with shot after shot after shot after shot, and they finally break Method down.
And this all started on that quick counterattack. The pace was just a little bit too short to get that first goal in. But
the shot's on target. Magnus gonna get the save. I think that was a post shot, actually.
Counter shot.
That's gonna be the entire length of the pitch. 7 minutes and 10 seconds out of nowhere.
And look at the saves that these players had to put up. 13 saves for Method and only 5 for Market.
There's going to be the follow-up and into the bottom corner by a lot. I don't know about this here, Carpet. It just doesn't seem like Mocket have got pace available to them.
I mean, they dedicated a lot for that, but there is the threatening counterattack that both of these teams are capable of. To be completely honest, that is kind of true.
It is 100% true. But what's also true is that Freaky is going to have a party, and he's tied this match back up.
I really can't get over this goal.
I can't do it. I know they use the term corpsing, Carpet. Very big. Finds the tough angle on the backboard. There is Freaky with the shot. Carpet, you held up better this time.
Yeah, so this one, I'm gonna talk about it this time. Fairy Peak getting there really quickly, just beating out Mets, and generally they don't win those contests. So the moment they do, I think that's when Method realizes, like, oh wait, we're not used to this.
Pashy 1v1 against Magnus, and he does win it after the touch from Freaky. Puts it in off the post.
Starting to pull away, but still 2 minutes left. There's no time to get complacent. Pashy showcasing his 1v1 skills. Magnus trying to stay in that post.
I don't want to say playing the game, but they are playing the game. And you can see exactly what happens when they do. The passing play is starting to come out, and they look so much better.
What is it that you're seeing that has changed so much between even just 2 minutes ago and right now?
Oh, that was not a clean shot, though. That is also going to be off the crossbar. Can we make it free? No, Pashy is going to turn that one in.
I mean, eventually, if you just barely miss enough, you can see them all wanting to go for that a lot, going for the jump, thinking that one might have been on target as well, but they were all grounded.
Looking so much better for it. It's also the midfield. We've seen them so much more around. Pashy is going to pick himself up. Yet another one. It just seems like when Pashy scores one, Pashy scores loads.
I mean, Method right now starting to make whiffs as well a lot. Not able to read that on the corner. Pashy just there to follow through. No one in net for the support.
That's Norris. Go over to Magnus. Magnus into the net. Great passing play there from Method. That is what they needed.
Being able to pull it out of the corner consciously as well. A lot of players in Meta's position would have probably just smacked it towards the back of the net. Go for the backboard. Go for the corner.
A lot of the plays these guys got to go for are so boost hungry. There's going to be another shot on net.
Just look at how fast Magnus turns around. He thinks a lot might get a second touch in the net. He starts retreating. He's like, never mind, never mind. He turns around immediately, jumps up over Freaky. Not only does he get the touch, but he gets a shot to the upper 90.
Freaky would like to get a good start on that. It's now set up for Pashy, who's put the ball on net. Pashy, over the last few weeks, has gone from someone that you're a little bit cautious when he shoots to just a certainty.
And Freaky dropping that down, just enough threat for a lot, and Metanaris have to decide who is going for it.
A lot will be beat to the ball. Metanaris has to try and rotate back as quickly as he possibly can, and he cannot do enough. Pashy, 90, is going to pick up his second goal, and he has brought Mocket back into the game.
And you can see Mocket really picking up the pace. Method getting there late to a lot of these balls. Not even enough to get any kind of touch on it.
Oh, that's going to be an incredible angle, and a lot gets there just in time. Oh, a lot doesn't want to lose the opportunity to goal of the season, but Freaky will get a goal of major importance for Mocket. They are going to tie up the series.
Another overtime, but this one significantly shorter than last. Magnus and a lot. Crossfield plays from them. Always so strong from right to left, all the way for the shot. Will the last one make it? It will. Always looking for each other, no matter what position they're in, crossing all the way to Mets, back to a lot, putting that first shot on, getting the double commit from Mocket. And Method opening up earlier this game.
Mocket, one of the best and cleanest teams at getting clears, and there is going to be Pashy. Nothing clean about that. That was just a dirty goal. That's going to tie us back up at 1 goal apiece.
You see another counterattack, a lot opting to go for boost. I think will put him out of position for that.
And there's going to be a shot. It's not going to be reached in time, and Magnus will hand the lead over to Method.
They are actually handing it over as we see two players just bail. Two went for it. I don't think anybody bailed. How much boost did Freaky have? Freaky had some boost. I think it was a double commit there.
Controlling two mid boost, but two great challenges from Freaky. Not only preventing the offense, but almost setting up his teammate, and that is going to be the result. If there was any player that deserved this goal, it was Freaky.
I mean, again, just catching them off. Great contest from Fairy Peak as well. Freaky starting it off and finishing it as well.
Fairy Peak does end up winning that ball after the miss from a lot, but Magnus has got plenty of opportunities, got plenty of options, and Metanaris will get it. It was as indirect as you like, but still 1-1.
I mean, still, how fast he got up for the shot. That was immediately up for him. He had to get up there as quick as possible. He still got the roll in.
Here's Magnus. He's got Metanaris to aim for. Mets will go for the shot. He's going to find it. Bottom right-hand corner. Method will be our first team in the regional finals.
And a team play to end it all. Magnus out to Metanaris, who finds a tight angle. Pashy trying to keep that gap as small as he could.
They'll find Bluey. He sends the shot, the deep angle here from the corner. And with 20 seconds remaining, PSG has the lead.
Fantastic play from Bluey as well, just staying upfield, waiting for that shot.
Absolutely beautiful, and PSG takes the lead. Can they extend it here, or will Gale-Force come back? Oh, we'll see PSG right off the bat here, off of kickoff, take the lead.
Just a quick 1-2 off the top. You see Pharaoh winning that one up high and lofted. Turbo tried to go back for boost, but because that is challenged, not going to be the first one to the ball.
Just Bluey in the back right now. They'll move up and rotate in. Now feeling a bit more comfortable, he'll drop another one down and in. And look how much faster Bluey came up here. Neither of his teammates had fully rotated back yet, and he's already coming up and being aggressive.
I mean, that's the dangerous thing about PSG. Even though they have 2 players commit to that ball, Chaussette has the awareness to land as quickly as possible.
Bluey around the corner, past K-Dop. Violent Panda's there. Puts it back into the box, and he'll drop it in. Oh my goodness, upper 90. Just the softest touch as well to make it a 1-goal game.
Really weird contest as well coming out from this one. That ball placing perfectly. You see Bluey jump across. It actually catches the wheel of his car, so it pops up a little bit higher. That's how Violent Panda is able to get that one. Just didn't expect to have an open net that he probably could have just flicked it at. That little bit extra time, but it doesn't matter. K-Dop's going to tie it up.
Yeah, when Chaussette misses off the backboard here, K-Dop says, thank you, I'll take that one, and we got a tie game.
Yep, coming straight down. Very difficult read for Chaussette. He made the right play, going up as quickly as possible.
That's going to cause havoc on the defensive rotation. Violent Panda will drop it down in 16 seconds into overtime, and he's going to do it. Gale-Force ties up the series.
Violent Panda just catches this entire team sleeping on defense. Everybody's swinging around and rotating in net.
Just in time after picking up boost to make the block. Violent Panda with another shot towards net. 2 players come down, 2 players miss. He'll make it through, and Gale-Force has the lead.
Great placement by Violent Panda on this touch. K-Dop just plays it into that wall, and it pops out perfectly for him. Despite having 2 players up and they both commit to it, it doesn't matter, just down and under.
Got Turbo just sitting in midfield. Oh dear. You're kidding me.
Oh dear.
I just kept waiting for them to clear it. It just wasn't going anywhere. K-Dop will put it through, and then just mistakes from PSG.
I mean, it was a call off there. You saw Chaussette rushing back because he didn't have any boosts. He just wanted to be a net to help out.
Just in the nick of time, and now K-Dop with the transition all the way down. Turbo will steal it, secure it, however you want to say it, take it away from him. 3-0 Gale-Force.
Yeah, unfortunate. It was actually Bluey who made that save. He tried to jump and bump that last defender, but it ended up popping out, and because of that commit, an easy counterattack set up for the player.
Worked out PSG's favor, but then they just don't handle it on the back end. Violent Panda puts it in, and we're just here at halftime. Gale-Force is already completely running away with Game 3.
Another long clear and able to walk it in, just catching these guys off guard. Something that Gale-Force is really taking advantage of.
Nice stop there to keep the transition from immediately moving down. Will give Bluey some time to move in, and a nice touch by Chaussette. Gives it right back to Farrah. He can fly this down. He's just going to deal with one. It's K-Dop, and he slams it over the top. Just a rocket of a shot. 4-1. Still Gale-Force.
Creating an option for himself. Chaussette just wins that challenge and brings it out. But Farrah, the ability to just play that quick. K-Dop should have made that save. He was there, just backflips behind it.
Farrah with another shot. It actually goes in here. K-Dop again lofted and looked like he'd be able to make the save, but this one finds the corner, and all of a sudden it's a 2-goal game.
Farrah's trying to make a statement to K-Dop here, saying, I own you, man. No matter what I shoot, you are not saving. The Gale-Force team is represented as probably the best in their region. A lot of it and showcased there, but Turbo Pulse again, another little bit of help.
He made me turn into a monkey here. Let's watch Turbo send the ball towards the net, and then, yes.
And then you went, hoo-ha.
This would just be a single tap at that point. He's only the one making the touch, but oh dear, the drop down straight in front. Chaussette basically assisting Turbo Pulse, and Turbo Pulse says, thank you, I'll slam that one in.
It's difficult for PSG. Gale-Force is making these guys chase them on every touch.
Gale-Force gonna get themselves a win here. If they just hold on for a few more seconds, this shot from K-Dop will absolutely seal the deal for Gale-Force. They will have PSG on match point. PSG will have to win 3 straight if they want to be playing for the European Regional Championship title right now.
Or I think it was Violent Panda who was spinning around above him. And it's just like, okay, I don't know who to challenge, man. Like, which one do I go for? He doesn't do either because he has to respect the ability to be that last man back.
Can we talk about how crazy of a goal this was? This is just a great shot from Bluey. Way to work off kickoff. Ends up somehow, I just want to know how he ended up behind the ball. Chaussette and Farrah in the back right now. This one bouncing, crossbar and down. Turbo Pulse finding the goal from his own half.
Bluey played that well. He played it off the corner right back in the midfield, just both of his teammates retreating. Chaussette was starting to cheat up a little bit on it, but Turbo, just beautiful placement and power.
Bluey and Farrah are out in the corner. Turbo just shoots over the top, slams it in, and Turbo's having a great day.
That's just unfortunate for PSG. K-Dop gets bumped into the wall, just moves up, but then his play to jump on that wall and bounce the ball back into middle. Turbo just sitting there waiting for it.
Here comes Chaussette, shot on net. He'll find the target, and it's a lightning goal explosion for Chaussette.
Electroshock, well played by this PSG team, just getting one touch after another, spreading the defense thin of Maka. actually just leading one to the back, saying that PSG is going to come out really fast and really strong because of all these things that are happening, and then to have that actually happen is just weird.
Fast and strong got a 2-goal lead right now, but they had a 2-goal lead in game 2 against Gale-Force, so anything can happen here. They've got to hold on to this one.
Yeah, easier said than done, but a lot of it just has to do with their positioning.
Very lead shot towards net, puts it in, and there's the balloons you were hoping for.
Fairypeak just making a good shot off of this play. He passes it over to himself and then flicks it off the ball, but the recovery is the major thing. As soon as he lands against that jump reset, he's back up in the air to get the first touch.
Opting for the cheat-up kickoff. By far the most popular kickoff of the day. Pashy will put this one in off the pass from Fairypeak. Beautiful 1-2 play tie game.
In a matter of seconds, they go from being down 2 to 2 unanswered and tying it back up. Just the kickoff ability for them to reset the momentum of everything.
So now Fairypeak with an opportunity to put it behind Farah. Farah will be able to get the block. Now down the field, this might be in. Can Bluey get it? He will. Pinch it all the way into the goal there. The lead back in PSG's favor off of a beautiful clear.
Good follow by Bluey as well. Just staying at that midfield ready to counter. Takes off. The ball cam just waits for it.
English is hard. I'm just going to give up this sentence.
Do it.
Maka would like to win game 1, but it's not going to happen. That's what we were going for, you know? It's been a long
way to
day.
line it up perfectly with a goal, too.
You know, look at it.
That's what we're doing. We're just buying time, you know?
They're trying to get the clears there, but the read from Bluey sends it through. It's nice to see PSG not making the mistakes they were making in the first series, I say, as they both kind of missed the ball in the air there, but still, improvements, not scoring the own goals.
What a flick by Fairypeak as well. Pashy played that into the middle and just backflipped into it, rocking it towards the net.
Won enough touches consecutively to give themselves another opportunity here. Farah will find it on the missed touch there from Maka, and PSG's on the board.
This touch indeed, just Blue just being a nuisance. Gets up and plays that in the middle of both of them. Don't really have the communication to call one of the others off. Great challenge by Bluey to play that. Reads that perfectly, stays patient in the midfield and moves up.
Ooh, look at the fake here from Bluey. Farah to finish it off. And Maka down by 2 again.
Once again, you see there, Bluey just taking a beautiful read. He's in the position to make a play, cuts off that defender. And just hits that corner, that bouncing back out. He's got a player right behind him in Farah.
They're going to try and take the shot. Fairypeak nearly able to put it in, and Pashy will find an angle, able to put it underneath the goalie, who was just trying to just throw his car at the ball.
Look how hard he hits this post. Hold on. Wait for it. Bluey, where you at, buddy?
Yep. On the top of Fairypeak, ball towards the goal there. Farah will get it off of the kickoff. Just this pinch here. He and Pashy, Bluey and Pashy both up there, and then Farah just barely beating out Fairypeak, drops it into the box, goes all the way. 2-goal game again.
But because he was on the ground and hit it, oh my goodness.
Angle. Look at this. Farah finds Bluey just above the net. Beautiful shot.
Again, Bluey staying up top, but that one way prettier than the first one he had at the last game. I mean, it might just be that Maka needs a couple games to kind of get their footing again.
That's the advantage of the best of 7, but right now it really is PSG sitting comfortable right now. 4 goals up, 1-5 right now with only 1 minute and 20 left here in game 2.
I mean, Blue just being a nuisance. He draws Pashy out.
Freaky actually kind of takes it away from Fairypeak, but PSG positioning looks like we can be able to get it from him anyways. Farah puts in another one. With 31 seconds left, we could hit an infamous Brazil, but at this point, the victory absolutely in PSG's favor.
Yeah, a difficult position for Freaky to be in on that one.
Here comes the shot from Farah underneath Fairypeak. Beautiful placement. You saw all the defenders kind of get up and get loose. And that was what enabled Farah to take this shot.
Yeah, it was just difficult. Freaky was trying to go for a huge backboard clear, but
it just drops back down. He's airborne, and the defender's not in the best positions. He'll put it through. The team play comes through from Maka, and they tie up the game.
I mean, let's talk about that placement from Freaky. He lofts himself up in here, and then last second he recognizes, okay, Chaussette's jumping up. He can't do anything with this.
Now down the field, he's got Farah to work with right behind him. Drops on top of Fairypeak. It's up high. Farah could be able to drop this one down and in, and he does so. Look at the plays here. Bluey able to set up Farah, get the lead back for PSG.
Similar situation again to what we saw at the other one, just shadowing his teammate, following him all the way down and waiting for his opportunity.
PSG, I would be surprised if they're able to do it here over Maka. But they've so far done all the right moves here, and Bluey gets in another one, just getting it past that last defender that was in his way. And a 2-goal lead again.
I mean, that was the story from yesterday. Yesterday was a bunch of 4-0s, and today's all been 4-1s.
4-1s and 4-2s. We have yet to have a Game 7, and I hesitate to say that. She'll be able to play this one long, but it is a bit high, so he needs some help from Fairypeak here, and he puts it down and in. Well done by Fairypeak. 1-goal game.
Very difficult. We see it and talk about it all the time. Just trying to make save when it's above on that backboard. You see Farah come out and just whiff. Unfortunate for him.
Not a very comfortable lead here. 2 would rig it much better, and this one will go through on the touch from Bluey. Fair tried to secure it there, but Bluey will take the credit.
And unfortunately for Freaky, it just doesn't play that downfield enough. But for Bluey to come across and kill that.
Long clear, they're susceptible right now. Can Farah get there in time? No, it doesn't, and it is the long clear that it works out here. Freaky gets on the board.
Difficult decision there as well for Freaky as he's moving back. But Farah, underneath this one, he just has to aerial that. I mean, he's going to miss out on that every single time.
PSG defense holding on now and looking for another goal. Bluey to drop it in past the last defender. The aerial comes through in the tie game we'll have.
Plenty of options as well for PSG. You see Farah move up after a demo and just sit up there waiting. He's lucky he got a boost at that midfield as well.
Back over on the far side, coming back into the middle. Freaky takes the shot, and it does not go in. Fairy Peak back into the goal. Can Bluey get there? No! Fairy Peak puts it home, and we go to another game.
I think Freaky actually held him here. Yeah, he did. He landed underneath him and just spun him around. Nothing Bluey could do about that one. In the buy and an extra couple $1,000.
Nice shot by Freaky. Start things off well here from Maka from the midfield.
Even though there was someone in net, just good pace on that one. Bounces and then uses that car perfectly head on. Is in the middle of the net.
Blue is nearly there. Shaw set now. Can he get the response here? Bluey should be able to underneath, and just like that, tying the game in the first 10 seconds.
2 goals within 10 seconds compared to what we saw from these previous matches.
That's 5 seconds apiece per goal.
Good job.
And the last one was at 4:55. And now Freaky in the corner, limited there by Bluey.
Great flick inside.
Yeah, they'll get that one away. Now Pashy, look at his shot from the corner. Puts that one through, and Maka's back on top.
What have we done, Wave?
I am cool with the shootout right now, man. I love a shootout.
Beautiful placement.
Yeah, just Shaw set in the back. He's able to flick it to him, and Pashy puts it in. Beautiful setup here. Fairy Peak just completely dismantling the defense by himself.
He actually makes a mistake on this initial touch off the wall. He doesn't get the initial one that he wants, but for him to have that patience for it to go back up on his car and then flick it past the defender, just out enough for his teammate.
Maka having one of the best performances so far here. Fairy Peak will put in another one on a very wide defensive rotation. Nobody had made it all the way back to goal just yet.
Yeah, you just see Bluey getting caught out. He was supposed to be that third man back, but he decides to go for the boost deny of the other team first.
Shaw said that a nice shot. And Blue will have a good follow-up here. 1:49 left to go, only down by 2 now.
I mean, if they keep doing that, then it's going to close up pretty quick.
It certainly would. Will make me eat my words on the goal record thing. Who knows at this point?
I have no idea, man.
You had said it. They were playing slow. They needed to pick up the pace. They've done so here. They've been able just to keep the ball aggressive, been able to make their touches work, and to work together as a team. The thing the Pashies loved about this Maka lineup. And right now, up by 3, definitely going to clinch here, game number 5, and move us into game 6, 7. If Maka can make this work, the pass is there. Freaky takes the shot, puts it in. We'll go to game 7 here.
You know, the guys at the desk talked about it. They're like, you know what? It seems like PSG is kind of left. This team's kind of coming out of the tank. Like,
I'm going to have confirmation on that. And I'll let you guys know once we find out. But it's been a long time, if ever. PSG here going to start off early.
Yeah, really well played by PSG coming out, trying to send a statement. See Bluey contesting a lot better than what we saw previous. Just getting up, immediately getting the boost, and rotating right back in, applying that pressure.
Play this one off the wall. Bluey look to add pace to it. He's not going to find it. Very people get a kill. Shaw set in with the tackle. This choice to move up and engage Fairy Peak, a beautiful decision that might clinch the victory here for PSG.
As soon as that shot got put on net, Shaw set just sits in the middle and goes, bring it on.
Louis sets it up. Pashy will be able to try and find Fairy Peak here to try and make the shot. They put it through. A beautiful play. Look at this just excellent shot here from Fairy Peak to make it a 1-goal game.
Just a huge mistake, and at the worst time for Bluey. He made that contest in the middle, and it popped straight up and over to the corner.
Can Maka send us to overtime once again? They've been so good in the overtimes here, but the clear doesn't come through. No, it's above the box, but nobody's in a great position. Fairy Peak puts it back. Pashy puts it in. We'll go to overtime in game 7.
PSG, what are you doing? All 3 commit on that. No reason whatsoever, and it works out for Maka. Overtime again, the last 2 going in Maka's favor.
A day that has been characterized by overtimes from Maka comes down to an ultimate one. Freaky to drop it down, and it goes in. Maka clinches the reverse sweep over PSG to clinch that 3rd place spot.
Making history, getting an extra $2,000.
couple of twirls on his way up as well. The follow-up from K-Dop. Method giving Gale-Force a lot of room to work in, and Violent Panda will take advantage.
Simple double dedication. 2 in net, going up for the same save. K-Dop with a nice, they were waiting for it. Thought it would be a lot slower than it was. It was actually had a lot of pace on it.
Metznaris will take the shot. It's an open goal for him to aim at, and immediately we are all tied up.
This is kind of their tactic. It's what they feel natural doing. Metznaris immediately turning around to contest this as opposed to dropping back and buying time for his team.
Method have got the opportunities. They're gonna get the goal as well. Magnus with his first shot of the game is gonna hand the lead over to Method.
Very close opportunities. Violent Panda with the first save and the second one. Him and Turbo both going for. I've said it a million times and I'll continue to say it.
There's going to be a follow-up from Metznaris. That is going to be a 2-goal lead. Method have gone from being quiet to start this game and suddenly have pounced and roared their way into the finals.
This was all about timing. Metznaris trying to get there before K-Dop can.
Last season, a lot of the backboard plays being used. Not anymore. That's going to be a shot from Turbo Pulsar. And with 1 minute remaining, it is now a 1-goal game.
I mean, the backboard plays, while they can be consistent and they're generally easier for these players to strike because these passing plays rely on a lot more accuracy from now 2 players because you need to get it to your teammate. Low-scoring games, which have its pros and cons. And the issue about that is you're really relying on a single opportunity just like that. K-Dop will find a hole in net from the midfield, the pass from the corner, and he will secure the first goal this game.
One single mistake. Magnus tries to get up. This time, Method are currently chasing the lead, and it's going to get even further away from them. K-Dop is going to make it 2.
So if you're on defense, and you're essentially dealing with a team that keeps pushing onto you. A lot of times you'll see what the players will do is they'll center themselves and pop it up high, especially if they have the boost to deal with it.
Magnus setting that straight down for a lot. A lot is going to be a very difficult shot, but he is going to make it. Opening goal within 21 seconds.
Now they're following each other. Magnus getting up, beating Violent Panda to that contest, dropping it to the middle, and a lot. We've seen him get some dirty angles, and that, instead of just smacking it back in, we see a lot of players crossing.
Oh, Magnus with an absolute peach of a shot off an even better pass.
This is why I don't bother trying to analyze. I just get interrupted, but Metznaris straight down to Magnus. Nothing Violent Panda could do.
Be the shot, but Metznaris has got it read, has got the save, and now a lot down to the other end will put it into the back of the net. It can change just like that.
There's some flip-flop. Metznaris save a lot, turning around so quickly to chase that down. Who would think that would have gone from defense to offense so quickly?
Turbo Pulsar just gets a frustrated demo. Metznaris just gets himself a clean fake. This is what Method are capable of.
With 4 seconds left, Method will take the 3-goal win, potentially 2-goal win.
Flicks it straight up. K-Dop can put it up high. There is currently going to be rotating the back defenders from Method, but it's still going to be difficult for them to deal with. And that is why you just don't overcommit unless you know you're going to get a goal. Gale-Force can pick up their first.
This is that low percentile backboard defensive mistake that you're looking for. They don't happen very often, but when they do, the shot could not be easier. There's always that one player. Bring it all the way down. All 3 have used nearly all of their boost.
Oh, Violent Panda! You beaut you!
Gibbs calls him VIP for a reason.
Look at that.
Oh, what
and just hits it with the bottom of the car.
A lot of control and is controlling a lot of the boost. You want to keep it away from walls because walls are a cheat. Oh, no. K-Dop starting off immediately, 9-second goal. We see a mistake here, a lot and Metza both going for it. No one coming in net. Magnus and a lot both struggling for boost. Magnus had 0 by the end of that. A lot had 4. This is a really tight spot.
K-Dop taking the shot, and a lot cannot get there in time. Everyone just sitting around and going, have you got any? I don't have any. There is nothing Method can do in this situation.
Imagine team chat just spammed with need boost, need boost. You can see the left one finally did spawn.
The offensive pressure letting up. The Method have got themselves another opportunity. Gonna go off the crossbar. A lot with the follow-up. Hits the post as well. It has not gone in. Now the counter-attack down to the other end of the pitch. K-Dop takes the shot. It's completely open. And it will go in for a 3rd goal. Gale-Force survive and they thrive.
I cannot imagine being a lot. You watched Method feel rejuvenated the moment they pulled it out of their half.
Gale-Force just saying, you know what, it doesn't feel good, does it? But K-Dop is going to make it 4. And this match is becoming huge. Method were on a great streak, but now they've taken 1 loss, and now they're taking a beating.
Gale-Force has figured them out, and they don't know where to go, but it doesn't seem to matter. 4 goals down, they're still finding ways to make opportunities. Magnus over to Metznaris. the 1-2 passing play through 3 defenders.
There's Violent Panda. He's going to take the shot a lot. Didn't actually expect it. You could see him trying to play for the pass, but instead it never came.
Yeah, he played assuming that would be off the backboard. Violent Panda, I think a lot had known he was being followed by a second player. Known Turbo was behind him, so he suspected he'd see the pass off the side wall.
We're going to go into game number 7 in this grand finals.
You know what that means, Shogun?
What does that mean,
It means we got ourselves a real match, Shogun.
Oh, yes. We still don't have the button anywhere. We haven't implemented it, but it's somewhere underneath your desk.
There's a button to be pressed, and that button is the real match button. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be going into game number 7, Method Gale-Force eSports.
K-Dom actually not getting the best contact onto this. Going to allow the follow-up and off the crossbar. Metzenaris with goal number 1.
Method will turn it around. A couple of shady decisions here and there from both teams, but Metzenaris getting up quick. No one fully going for that save.
K-Dom onto the upper end of the pitch. End-to-end gameplay. K-Dom is going to do it by himself.
K-Dom patiently forcing the defender to make no decision. Magnus wanted a challenge, but the moment K-Dop waited for it, he was able to get that second flip.
To his car, Violent Panda though. What a great hit that was. Now 2-1 to Gale-Force.
The hit into the corner by yourself. Metzenaris opting not to use the wall, instead just going for the aerial because of the way he was facing. He wasn't able to get at his team, waiting and relying on him. Like a gas building.
That's just a little bit too slow.
The delay.
Pass over to Turbo. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Leave it to Gale-Force to turn 2 solo plays into a single team play, working together, pulling out the defenders one at a time.